Well, back again with another fantastic match for the CSC Challenger Series Division Number One, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. William Stewart here of USA Darts, joined as always by my man, Mr. Sean Green. Sean had to stand by as we dealt with some little technical issues. I'm coming from you from the phone tonight, so we just scrambled around, made it happen. So, Sean, how's it going, buddy?
Man, first of all, you look great, you sound great. It's amazing what you can do on a phone because you make it look better than my screen, and that's quite frankly annoying.
Well, it's genetic. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't gonna put that on you. I was gonna say the genetics. Nah,
Are you gonna make fun of my small hands next? Is that what you're gonna do?
can't do that to you, sir. Can't do that to you. Well, folks, we're in for a barn burner tonight at the top four on the winner's side matchup to see who will face Mr. Leonard Soldier Gates in the King Seat battle. So I'm excited for this one, Sean, as we got Kenny Doyle, who's only lost 2 legs in the CSC Challenger Series. That's crazy to say, playing
Listen,
against Mr. Jordan Meyer.
yeah, I mean, you it is crazy to say he is 27-2 in cricket legs, and that's you have to understand, loser starts. So he is literally just starting the first leg and then that's it. And he's won the first two 9-0, man. How crazy is that to think about?
Yeah, that is insane. The last actually the 2 legs that he won was over his last match in Mike Carter. So yeah, it's nuts to see somebody go 3 rounds in the CSC Challenger Series and just lose those 2 legs. And I mean, he's one of the I think he's won the diddles as well as he's won. That's
Yeah.
just crazy to say, you know,
He has
winning
not
all those diddles and just losing 2 legs.
yeah, he has not lost a diddle yet either. So we'll see that might play into tonight. We'll see if Jordan gets the diddle to start off this thing. But Kenny Doyle from Kissimmee, Florida, playing out of Skybox Tavern. He's averaging a 5.31 MPR for this series, and that's just gone up since the matches have gone on. But yeah, 27-2. He has 25 9 marks, which is actually more than Jordan Meyer, and that's playing 16 less legs.
That is just crazy talk right there, isn't it? That's just crazy talk. And he's actually sitting, the person in first right now with the most 9 marks is, of course, Leonard Gates. But yeah, he's played a lot more legs than Mr. Kenny Doyle has as well. So yeah, crazy to hear those stats being called out and think, what could happen here? I know the people at South 94 Bistro are certainly excited. They got some definitely a crowd in the background this evening. I know down there in Kissimmee, I think they call
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Uh,
Skybox is pretty excited as well.
yeah, so Skybox is going to be hopping tonight. It's their first time. Well, I think it's their second time having them on stream. And of course, we just had the bistro on last Wednesday for Brent Baker's win over Mike Redman, which was a fantastic battle by Brent. But Jordan from O'Fallon, Missouri, playing out of that South 94 Bistro on a night where they're doing their Super Cricket blind draw. So that's going to be an interesting format. That's all steel tip. So that's going to be steel tip going on right next door. But Jordan's averaging a 4.65 in this. Now, normally I harp on averages as like, the end all be all. It tells a story. And it tells a story that Jordan's going to have to raise that average a lot tonight. And hopefully Kenny doesn't raise his on top of it, because if he does, it might turn into a bit of a lopsided match. But Jordan's not going to allow that to happen very easily. So you're going to see a lot of battles here. I can definitely tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're going to be seeing a lot of support from both sides here, both Skybox and South 94 Bistro. We saw it in that Brent Baker match. We saw a little highlight come out with the final countdown and everybody cheering them on towards the end there to win that match. It was pretty cool to see. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. It should be an entertaining battle here between these two guys. They had some entertaining first round matchups, second round matchups, and third round matchups for both these gentlemen. But now they toe the Aki tonight and battle it out. But yeah, let's take a look at the bracket here. Sean, you're going to have to lead the way on that one, buddy.
I got you, bud. You're on a phone. It's hard enough without that phone. But Over here at the top, we have Brian Dennis and Mike Carter. Mike Carter just lost to Kenny Doyle, and Brian Dennis is actually leading the CSC in 9 marks. He has 44. And that doesn't surprise me at all. I think he had the most in one specific match before. So um, he just fires along there. And then you look down here, Skylar Lapine, Brent Hollanday was supposed to be the matchup tonight, but we had an illness kind of knock that out a little bit. But I know that's going to be a good matchup when that one does happen. Christian Lopez, as we look down, he's a Florida guy taking on John Edwards. John is not a Wisconsin person. I know that.
An Iowa guy.
There
Iowa
you go.
guy. Yep,
Good
yep. They actually were playing, I think, an hour or so before the stream, so I think that match may be over. Maybe John will be in the chat and can let us know how that one went. But yeah, I'm interested in this match underneath him. An entertaining one here. Mr. Handsome Johnny Lackey taking on Rick Hinsey.
Yeah. You want to talk about a good battle? That's going to be a good battle.
We saw Rick in at the Booyah Cup putting in a pretty good, impressive performance to finish top 6 in that one. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that goes as we work our way over to the winner's side. I do want to mention something from last week.
Yeah,
actually, the 21st is when that Leonard Gates Ram Gravera Jr. match happened. It was a 9-5 win there for Leonard Gates. How about this average for him? 5.62 for the tournament overall. He's got a 36 9 marks and 72 7 marks.
I mean, the scoring power is obviously noticeable. But the other thing, Leonard Gates is just, he wins, man. He finds a way to win matches, and that's going to be the difficult thing for any opponent that gets him here towards the end. And it could be either Jordan Meyer or Kenny Doyle, and that's what we're about to find out. Who is going to be in that King Seat match? Is it going to be our defending champion? The last time he lost was in All-Star triples to Dominic Teixeira. I want to point that out. Just a little shout out to the Teixeiras.
Little bit.
Dom took that down. He actually, that was the message that he sent me today. He was like, just so you know, Kenny is not unbeatable, and posted the results there. So, Kenny, you're gonna have to talk some trash back to Dominic for that one, bud. But Jordan Meyer is a very formidable opponent, and you can see the crowd back there. You can see him getting ready to go here at South 94 Bistro. He's been throwing some pretty good darts, man. Average is out the window. Whatever happens here is going to happen here. And I expect both these guys to average over a 5 for this match. And Jordan's going to have to.
Yeah, certainly. Excuse me as I go ahead and move everything closer to me so I can actually see with these eyes. These old eyes. They can't see as good as they once were, these eyes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, there we see it in the background, a little Super Cricket League action going on tonight. I believe there's a $3,000 or $4,000 top prize or something like that. Something crazy, something ridiculous as we see a little love in the background. That's Jake. No, that's Mr. Brent Baker, I think we see right there. Give him a little loving.
Yeah, there you go. And you know what I love is I love how Jordan Meyer is actually in the chat telling everyone where he's from. You know, you don't want to mess that up, but he's in there letting everyone know before he gets started. You can tell how loose he is doing that. You love to see it, and I think he's still right there talking in the chat. Potentially he's getting a thumbs up here as they're going to get ready to get started. But, man, I'm telling you, I've been waiting for this one. Tonight's winner will receive a custom Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey designed by Magic Wear. You get to personalize this jersey with your name, preferred collar type, and pocket type. The Boom Goes the Dynamite, or the Bloom Goes the whatever. The Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey features a custom logo on back and red camo pattern on the sides. It is inspired, of course, by darts player, which is comical for me to say, and sports commentator, also kind of comical for me to say, myself, who is often heard saying the catchphrase during the CSC streams. And
we've seen it there. I think we saw a little Boom Goes the Dynamite to open us off there. Jordan Meyer hitting a big 180, as they say.
Well, Jordan is starting it off the way that he needs to, with a little 180 there to start. So that's the first diddle that Kenny has lost. Let's see if it goes to more first in the CSC Challenger Series for Mr. Kenny Doyle. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Brent Peters saying, don't quit your night job. You sure, buddy? I think I might. Nah, Nah, you're right. I probably should have quit this.
No,
I'm
I'm
no
definitely not
singer.
quitting this job. Can I quit my day job? That's what I really want to know. Can I quit my day job?
Don't let those kids hear you.
I love the kids, don't get me wrong, but they'd probably let me quit the day job. All right,
Here
so
we go
Jordan,
as we get into this 80 and 90 points here. I think this is going to be an entertaining one. I think we're going to see the guy who starts off here for a little bit possibly get the leg wins.
well, guys, we are sponsored by A to Z Darts for the CSC Challenger Series, and if you're looking for a one-off darts jersey or have an idea that you'd like to see come to life, Magic Wear Sports Apparel is a custom made-to-order jersey company dedicated to offering teams, businesses, and leagues their dream sportswear. And sometimes commentators that, just say a phrase every once in a while. There are there are endless design possibilities with sublimation printing, so no matter what your concept is, it can be done. Take a look at their website to browse different design options that suit your budget and needs at magicwear.com. And while you're there, don't forget to, pick up a Boom Goes Dynamite jersey.
Yeah, I mean, those things are pretty neat. I'm glad that Jen did that for us. I'm trying to talk her into that Boom Goes to Wisconsinite just for you Wisconsin people, as we know we all love. You guys all love the CSC Challenger Series. Got numerous competitors here, but yeah, I gotta tell you, once I found out that our match unfortunately was canceled for the one that we had scheduled, and found out we got this one. I've been excited all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's our first look at our defending champion, which is crazy to say out loud. But with the way everything's worked out, this is where we get. And we get our first Boom Goes the Dynamite from Kenny Doyle as we're speaking. And look at these averages, folks. Share this stream out now. I promise you, these averages are going to stay like this. It's 625, a 55. As you see here, Boom Goes the Dynamite back to back. Jordan Meyer is here to play. He was not just talking, he is walking.
My goodness. What a battle we are off to already. 2 9 marks. Well, I guess you could consider 3 9 marks in this opening little leg here, opening start of this match. Can we get another one?
My wife just said, Sean, I just typed Partners Promoting Darts into the Netflix search box to watch it on the big screen instead of YouTube. So maybe I'll just go to sleep instead.
That's funny. That's funny. Hey, she deserves a little bit of sleep. She's been dealing with them kiddos out here.
Well, it looks like Jordan Meyer is about to give Kenny his first being behind in a match in the CSC Challenger Series, and he is on fire. A 6.0 from Jordan Meyer to start off this one. He is letting everyone know that he is here to play and win.
That is quite the start here for this one from Jordan Meyer. And I think he knows, Kenny and him played in that last CSC Challenger Series. You know what Kenny can do. And I think he's going to come out firing here in these first couple legs of this whole match.
Yeah, I agree with that. And man, he tried to stack those on top of each other and just got unlucky, all below the triple wire. So this will not phase Kenny at any point because he knows his scoring power is ridiculous. But what Jordan cannot do is that. He can't give back the mistakes to Kenny that Kenny gives. And let's be honest, tonight a 3 mark is a mistake.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's tough when you're playing that kind of caliber of a player on both sides, where a 3 mark seems like a bad number.
Yeah, and as you can see there, Kenny just goes 7 mark right after and just completely takes back control that Jordan could have taken there.
I love that Mr. Man behind the scenes here, Nick, just adjusted that camera ever so slightly there at South 94 Bistro to catch that beautiful crowd in attendance.
Yeah, I'm telling you, every week or every time that we get like a behind the scenes video from like their perspective is, and I don't say this lightly, it is honestly my favorite thing to see. I mean, it just is. It's so
see
cool.
a little cheeky grin on Nick's face as I say that in the background.
He moves it down or up a little bit more so you can see all of the super cricket going on back there. Kenny fires into the trip one on that first start. He'll stay there for all three. There's no problem there. He's actually probably upset that he lowered his average, honestly. All right, let's see what Jordan can do. He's got to fight back into this leg. He can't have too many legs like this. That'll help. Nice 7 mark.
Got Dylan saying Hinsey up 1-0 against Johnny.
Yeah, that's
early score line, but here we go.
Look at this. Boom goes the dynamite white horse there from Kenny Doyle just to close the door completely on Jordan pretty much in this leg. And we're about to have a 1-1 score line.
Like I said before, I think the person who starts here for the first few legs, maybe into the break, is going to be, the one who wins those legs. Person who starts.
This is going to sound crazy to say, but if Jordan gets multiple legs before the break, and I mean 2 or 3, he's going to feel pretty good going out of the break because no one's done that to Kenny yet.
Oh, certainly. I mean, if he comes out, I got to think if he comes out with 3 legs, possibly has the lead going into the break, oh my Lord, you could be talking some big stuff from Jordan Meyer on the backside of this match.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a war of attrition when it comes to the CSC Challenger Series and this race to 9. So Jordan's had more experience in the longer matches. And, of course, Kenny is Kenny. He has experience with pretty much anything that you can count on, including with that beard, Mall Santa probably. So, nothing's going to faze him, right?
Nope. Hey, by the way, big shout out real quick while you did that Boom Goes the Dynamite. I just want to give some love to Miss Chrissy Grimmel, who said the right thing today on Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and listen to this on mute because I don't want to hear those B goes the D's.
You know what? When she says stuff like that, it doesn't even hurt my feelings. So I know that certain people can't really take the Boom Goes Dynamite over and over again. And I understand that. I still love her. I said that in the message response. But I get it. I totally get it. I hope she is listening though. That I really hope that she doesn't watch just because of that catchphrase, because it only happens like once every 3 throws for these guys or something,
Yeah, definitely no big deal, especially with playing these guys of this caliber. Imagine if, Gates and Doyle end up meeting at some point in this bracket. That could be a every other. She's watching and listening. Dun dun dun.
You liar! You said you weren't going to listen at all. We were going to talk about you the whole time, and you just ruined it. Now we can't.
Oh,
guess what, Chrissy?
Beautiful.
Boom goes the dynamite. Jordan Meyer gets a 9 mark on the 18s right there.
Oh, beautiful. About as beautiful as your damn you, Scuba Steve.
I actually told Steve last week when I messaged him, I said, I want you to know, fun fact, I never cuss on stream, but I had to with that nickname.
Oh, my goodness.
Autumn, absolutely, you can purchase a Boom Goes Dynamite jersey. That sounds amazing. Just go to magicwear.com. Nick's going to throw that in the chat there, the actual link straight to it. But you might as well see if you win one tonight, because that is what A to Z Darts is giving away. A custom Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey. All you have to do is put a comment in our Facebook chat there and hit that like button on the live stream, and you are entered.
The kind of stuff you can only find here on the Partners Promoting Darts page, brought to you by A2ZDarts.com.
Yep. And they have been a fantastic business partner in this for sure. I mean, listen, Jen Mounts made a Boom Goes Dynamite jersey look great. That's
I just mentioned it to her. She's like, really? You think it would be popular? And I said, yeah, as we see a
Boom goes the dynamite right there from Jordan Meyer. And you're seeing a battle between these two guys, a 5.86 and a 5.83. You could not ask for a better match than what is going on currently, guys. Hit that share button, hit that like button. We're up to 431 across all platforms, and there should be 780 people watching right now.
Ooh, look at Jordan right now, just slanging it in there.
He tried to go for the white horse.
6-0.
He went for the boom goes the dynamite. Did you see that?
Yeah, he did. He just wants to hear you sing it tonight.
I hope he gives me that opportunity. Look at Kenny. He's going to go ahead and, well, I'm surprised he didn't stay there and just close out the 18s. No, I'm not. He needed a point there in the last dart. Yeah, these guys make darts look way easier than they are. As there it goes, a 5.88, and Jordan wins a second leg, takes back the lead. His two winning legs have been a 6.0 and a 5.88, and I'm telling you right now, he has to do that 7 more times tonight.
There's no messing around here. Jordan Meyer knows it. And I think Kenny Doyle does too. We see some shortness in his answers here in the interviews later. Per normal for Kenny, but I think there's a little bit of a, yeah, I'm not going to hold any slack against this guy. You could definitely see a nice little undertone there that this guy doesn't mess around. He knows his way around the board. I better take this seriously.
Yeah, and
could this be an opportunity here? I think it is.
Oh, he went for the opportunity too. See that?
Sorry to bother you there.
Fun. No, it's great, man. I'm telling you, both these guys are Super Darts sponsored players. They both know each other pretty well, and they are just trying to see how great this battle can be tonight. I know Kenny would love for a final score to be 9-2, but I don't think it's going to happen with the way Jordan's throwing so far.
I certainly agree. I'm so happy that I decided to pull out the phone and give it a try because my internet is hot garbage this evening. So I'm looking at the small cell phone screen to try to see the score line.
I got you, bro. It's 2-1.
I'm hoping that Mr. Nick isn't popping on over to the game screen or to my camera because you're going to see nothing but eyeball.
Wow. And that is the man behind the camera, Mr. Nick Darachi DeShera.
Oh, my goodness.
And
I need to sing it again.
There you go. Caleb Hunter says, Jordan Meyer, you're welcome for the practice before your match. Ha ha ha. So there you go. Guys, if you're just joining us for the first time, I am Sean Green of To The Point Streaming, joined as always by the GOAT, the face in the camera, Mr. Will Stewart of USA Darts.
Oh, my goodness.
And
how embarrassing.
I did it for you, too. Did you see that? I made it so that you weren't alone. I got up close and personal, too. And you're better looking than me, so you're welcome.
Hey, you said it. You said it, buddy, not me. Someone clip that. Send it my way.
Well, how tall are you? I got to know if I at least have that advantage on you.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got that advantage for sure. Don't you worry.
Well, I'm 5'2".
You're 5'2"?
No, I'm not.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, try 6'3" probably there. I'm 5'10", sir.
Yes. You got
in
one
heels.
thing on you.
Just kidding.
In heels. You better wear those platform shoes every day in Vegas or else I'm going to call you out on it.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, as we're looking over here, big trip 20 on the last one just to gain a over 100-point lead here on Mr. Jordan Meyer, but Kenny is in control of this one and only throwing a 4.83, and I see that obviously a little bit facetiously that he's throwing a 4.83 and it's saying only, but when he's averaging a 5.31 in the CSC Challenger Series, a 4.83 is a down leg for him.
Yeah, it certainly feels that way, doesn't it? It's like, hey, is this possibly correct here? Yep, you're seeing the right scores here, the right averages.
Well, one of the factors on something like that, just to give you some input here as a league partner of Kenny's, is that Skybox he only plays out there for the streams, and then obviously when Skybox has their like blind draws and stuff like that as well. So it's not his home bar. I think you're gonna notice that it's only gonna go up for him over time as he gets comfortable, because I know he has to get there earlier than he would get to Trick Shots Metro West to really find his stroke, as he would say.
Damn, did we say something offensive here?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm just trying to get the insight. Laughing Assassin, he's at his home place. You have to keep that in mind too. He's gonna get a little bit more comfortable.
I think you're certainly right there, Nick. We appreciate you bringing in that input. That's definitely something that we need to take into factor here.
Well, and I'll piggyback on that a little bit, because I'll say that Skybox has a very interesting throw line and a very interesting. You put your foot almost on a crease when you throw there, and it is a little bit interesting and a little bit different than kind of what you're used to. It doesn't stick out once you get going and stuff like that, but it is a difference that is noticeable.
And see, being that I've never been to Skybox, is a unique little input there that you gentlemen have told us here. But I love that I'm starting off right on my little prediction here. 2-2, no breaks of throw yet.
Yeah, and there's a bad start there from Jordan. A 2 mark to start off with Kenny Doyle is never a smart way to start off a leg. He just gave that lead right back to him.
Meredith McGee Hale says, plus it's past Kenny's bedtime. That's a good one.
Well, I actually I was waiting to share this story with you on the stream. The last 2 nights, I have accidentally fallen asleep putting my daughter to bed at 8:30 p.m. So I am, like, when I first got in, I was like, oh man, it's like an hour past my bedtime of the past couple of nights. But I'm good. I'm good to go. I just want to let you know that I'm with Kenny Doyle on this one.
Kenneth Parker, what's going on, sir? Thanks for tuning in here to the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by the PPD. So we see Kenny really extending the lead there on Jordan, 180-38 before Jordan touched the line there, really making it noticeable that, hey, I'm not messing around with you no more, kid.
And you know what? If I'm Jordan, I think that is an ultimate sign of respect, right? That you're going to point a little bit more than you typically would because you know that I'm on tonight. And Jordan tried to take out that 20 and hit the single one. You can't go quick at the single. You got to stay focused through all 3 of those darts, or else you have the chance of just letting Kenny hit a trip 20 on the first dart before he moves over to the 18s. And he gets it on a double. Kenny Doyle, ladies and gentlemen. Amato, how's everybody or what's up, buddy? Vacationing and watching along with us. Love to see that.
Anytime you're taking out a little chunkier day here to watch us, the CSC Challenger Series, we definitely appreciate it, as we're seeing a good one here between these 2 competitors.
And look at this. Kenny Doyle gets himself another 6 mark there. Jordan having a down leg, and that's okay every once in a while, but you can't do it too much, because if you start doing it too much, it becomes a little bit of a habit for the night. And if it becomes a habit for the night, the final score might be 9-2.
Ray asking, how do you get in to this league? You can actually head on over to dartstoc.com and check out where the nearest vendor is to you. You can get involved so you qualify for this CSC Challenger Series and the TOC.
Yeah, and you have to be within the top 500 players points-wise on the All-Star rank list lockdown date. Keep in mind the way to get points for every league match played, DRT played, 50 points for every All-Star triples tournament, like the one this past weekend. On that lockdown date, we will take the top 500 players on the rank list, sort that list of players by player rating. The top 32 players will be invited to Division 1, and the next highest rated 32 players will be invited to Division 2. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up for all of those today.
I've officially given up on the old sitting up factor, and I am full blown putting this phone into my face.
Nice.
Checking out the action here. Loving it.
I tried to move
Gosh,
forward for
dang
you.
it, Nick. Gosh, dang it, Nick.
As we were speaking, we missed the win there from Kenny Doyle, so it is now 3-2. But Jordan not playing around here this time. 7 mark on the board on the 20s. And that's a bit of a lead now.
Yeah, threw a nice little hefty 5.83 in that last leg. John Edwards winning 9-8 tonight is what we're getting from Ryan Shada. Wow.
There you go. It's a big time matchup right there.
6 mark there from Jordan Meyer.
So John Edwards takes down Christian Lopez. And we'll move on to play the winner of Johnny Lackey and Rick Hinsey. And I'm guessing that you got the pronunciation correct on Hinsey?
Yeah, yep, it's Hinsey. It's Hinsey. I thought it was Hins.
Yep.
But yep, it's Hinsey apparently. As Ken Rip jumped into the booth and told me, "Booyah!"
Dominic just goes, Will. Love Dad. Dad's the best.
I hope I didn't do something wrong. Uh-oh.
I doubt it.
I should ask Siri to pronounce your name because the new Siri can read messages to you through iMessage or something, and it tried to say to share it. It was worse than Dirachi.
Dakaraya. All right, Kenny is trying to take control here. It does. That deserves a boom goes the dynamite, even though it's an 8 mark. And Kenny Doyle steals control of this one as well. Look at all of the people watching Jordan Meyer in the background there at South 94 Bistro.
Isn't that fantastic?
Missouri has a dart bar, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a couple. St. Louis has quite the big following. Springfield has quite the amazing following. Listen to this. Last weekend, the 26th, they had a Dart Madness event in Springfield. 70 players in attendance for that.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Goodness.
It's a lot like a Dart Players New York or Dart Players Chicago kind of style, but it's round robin and a knockout. So quite the day of darts.
Wow. Well, you're seeing here just a fantastic battle. Jordan Meyer gets back control here. See if Kenny stays up there. He does. Gets 4 marks on the 18s, but opens up the door a little bit for Jordan. Jordan just a B goes the D away from taking control again. Oh, that's an unlucky second dart. Just wired it into the trip 8, and the last one wires in the single 7.
You see Jordan really giving it a go there vocally as well.
He knows what each throw means against Kenny Doyle. Oh, wires in the trip 7. So we are back with Jordan Meyer here. Gets the point lead by only 1 point. He moves over. I think that means he's going to go to the 18s. That's what I was going to say.
That's exactly what I was going to say, right?
He does go back to the 16s on the last one. I love that move.
There's a reason why they call Jordan the laughing assassin, folks. And I got to tell you, he's always jabbering. He's always got something going on. He's always talking or laughing or something. So you'll definitely see those mouth movements quite a few times tonight as he is very vocal at the line.
Well, that's a good first dart and a great second dart. He's going to look up at it, and he gets it. Boom goes a dynamite right back for Jordan Meyer, even though it's an 8 mark. Gets back the lead, a 5.4 to a 5.44. And, man, what a time for now. Kenny Doyle is just going to nonchalantly do one of his own, probably. And he does. Wow. Boom goes the dynamite Kenny freaking Doyle.
Somebody call Sports Center. I got to tell you, that one deservingly so. That was a quality dart there after a 9 from Jordan, and he slaps his hand in disgust with that one.
Yeah, that's a top 10 play for sure, as Kenny's going to look to steal this one. And he is going to with that first dart. Wow. What a crazy last couple of rounds of that leg. And we now have a 4-2 lead Kenny Doyle. And that is what is scary about Kenny Doyle. You can throw a fantastic leg. You can put him in behind and down and out. And he's just going to 9-mark you and get right back into it. That's insanity.
You know what I love seeing here for Jordan too is Brent Baker's there, give him a little love as well as everybody else. Brent actually was on our stream Wednesday night as we had our Division II there. So
Yep.
nice to see him supporting Jordan as well. A lot of love there in the St. Louis area for each other.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then you look behind Kenny, you got Nick Selepic back there. It's so good to see this. I mean, the best players are supporting them like each other. It's great.
I think that's Ian Hansen out back there too.
Is it?
That
No.
certainly looks like it. I can't tell from my skinny phone, so I may be wrong, but it definitely looks like.
Are you talking about the gentleman sitting to the right?
Yes.
That should be Chooch. He's a player that lives out there.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, folks.
But
I'm on
very
the
similar.
smallest
Same idea.
6.1 inch cell phone screen this evening. So I gotta tell you, maybe I should have tried last Monday night to give you some Steve Diker action versus Johnny Lackey from the airplane.
Well, apparently you would have sounded just perfectly fine.
Better than my home internet, apparently. Jeez Louise, Cox, get your stuff together.
Chris is still listening to us because she just won't know. So wonderful.
She's here for me. That's my stepmom.
I'm sure she is not here to hear a whole bunch of Boom Goes Dynamite. She hates that.
That was probably in regards to the super darts, if he was there or not.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sorry. Like I said, I'm tuning in from this dang old small cellular device.
Man, look at this, guys. Kenny Doyle averaging a 5.33, just killed the 20s with the first dart nonchalantly. I mean, listen, when you're good, you're good. And Kenny Doyle is better than that. It's crazy. Jordan's doing nothing wrong. That's what I'm going to say. Jordan is doing nothing wrong. Kenny's just beating him in these legs. And those legs that Jordan is winning, he's throwing phenomenally outside of his mind. A 6.0 and a 5.88, and those are his winning legs. I mean, he's going to have to do that 7 more times, and there's still a long way to go, but he's going to have to start doing it pretty soon.
Nick's tuning in over on YouTube right now. You can see his phone up to his ear, listening to us, probably feeding the goods to Kenny.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. We'll see him start chuckling now as he gets the live feed.
Yeah, Nick, don't give away our secrets, bud. As we get a boom goes the dynamite on the 16s. The upside down 19s there for Mr. Kenny Doyle. And guys, speaking of Boom Goes the Dynamite, you can get yourself your own custom Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey. Brought to you by A to Z Darts. All you have to do is leave a little comment in the chat, hit that like button, and I really hope that Chris Grimmel wins that.
I gotta tell you, it's crazy here. This is our 7th leg of action. We have had 10 9 marks already.
I mean, listen, back to back 9 marks in this leg. I mean, what can you do, right? What can you do but sit here in awe sometimes of these guys?
I'm afraid to know what Chrissy would do if she gets that jersey from you.
She might Boom Goes the Dynamite that jersey with actual dynamite. Look at that from Kenny Doyle. I mean, disgusting is what that is. That is dirty, dirty darts.
You are 100% correct there.
Not even 110%?
Not even 110%.
And Jordan was looking for the double bull on the last dart. Guys, we are going to take a break after this leg. It's crazy that we're already approaching, that we're in leg number 7 already. These averages are insane. So you're going to want to stay with us when we come back. But Kenny, Doyle, Jordan, Meyer, my goodness, they're putting on a show. And if Nick is correct on the fact that it's just going to get better for Kenny as it goes on, ooh, that is a scary thought.
It certainly is a scary thought, because Kenny is looking to go ahead and keep adding the points to this one, as it's 587, plays at 534 now.
Yep, and look at this from Jordan. Jordan's going to, Jordan almost had a shot at it. He needed a double bull there for the winning darts, and now Kenny just 2 bowls away from making this a 5-2 lead as we head to the break. That first dart might cause him some trouble. It did. He had to scoot over and went back to the points on the 15s there. That is a hanger, Sarge. And he stays there and just points more. But winning darts are in the hand here of Jordan Meyer. Double bull, trip 15. We have seen it before.
Knows his big darts too. Here he goes.
Just drags in the 15 on the first one. It's so tough to pull off when you do that. There are no Wisconsinites in this one. It is Florida and Missouri.
So we see Kenny go ahead and puts it away there, makes us a 5-2 match here. As we head into our break, we will do a quick interview session with both these gentlemen. Stick around as you can find out a little bit more about these two guys. We'll be right back with some more coverage from the CSC Division I matchup. Here, William Stewart of USA Darts alongside Mr. Sean Green of To The Point Stream, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Jordan Meyer playing out of South 94 Bistro, playing with Play More Coin Op.
Well, Jordan Meyer, the Laughing Assassin, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back on the CSC Challenger Series. How you feeling, buddy?
Feeling good.
Now, you have a heck of a match tonight going against one of the crowd favorites, Kenny Doyle, that has only lost 2 legs this series so far, and a rematch for you. How do you feel?
I feel good. Hey, he's one of my favorites too, but hey, I gotta give him a run. I'm feeling confident.
There we go. And looking at the fact that you're in the top 4 of this tournament and you're making a deep run into it, how have you been staying focused with your mentality going through these tough matches week after week?
Just taking one at a time. My first week started off rough. I pulled a muscle in my calf leg, so I couldn't stand at the line very well. It went a little rough, and I was lucky to sneak by. And after that, just building, getting better and better each week. So I'm coming at my most confident point right now.
Would you say that, like, compared to last time we saw you, that your dart form's a lot stronger than it was then, or do you feel more comfortable?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I know that we're excited to be seeing an informed Jordan Meyer tonight. I know that's something Sean has been talking about a lot, and Will as well. Now, let's say you get through Mr. Doyle and you go all the way to the finals and cash out. What do you do with the prize money this time, Jordan?
Whew, we got 2 vacations coming up, and it would be a good help towards those for sure.
Anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Thank my wife for supporting me. Thank Ian Hansen with Super Darts. Appreciate the support, buddy, and the call today. And I look forward to tonight.
Well, that's the Laughing Assassin, Jordan Meyer, everybody. We're excited to see what you have going on the CSC Challenger Series this evening. Good luck, my friend.
Hey, my name's Jordan Meyer, the Laughing Assassin, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Kenny Doyle, playing out of Skybox Sports Tavern in Kissimmee. We're seeing them darts.
Kenny Doyle, the man, the myth, the legend. It's a pleasure to have you on the CSC Challenger Series once again. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, buddy.
Well,
There you go.
we're excited to be talking with you because right now you have one of the most impressive records that we've seen in any PPD tournament, let alone the CSC Challenger Series, only dropping 2 legs thus far. How does that make you feel going through the bracket so far?
I've been playing very consistent. You know, beatable, but you're going to have to play really well.
There we go. And now that you're at the top 4 of the situation, looking at the other good shots here with you, what's your mentality going into your match against Jordan Meyer tonight?
Played him last year, and his best match and my best match happened to be the one we played against each other. So I'm not taking anything for granted.
That's a good way to approach that, considering Jordan Meyer's definitely a competitor, and so are you as well. As far as like your experience so far with this tournament, would you say the bracket's kind of gotten harder from last year, or is it a similar like talent pool?
That's much harder.
Last time you got your winnings, if you got to the same situation again and cashed out first place, what would you do with that $4,500, Kenny?
Well, we're going to Chicago this year, and probably do a little bit more traveling. Play more darts.
Well, there's no such thing as enough darts when you're as good as you are, my friend. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody that's going to be watching along?
I appreciate all the support I've been getting, and hopefully I can come through a couple more times.
Well, I know for a fact that you're not going to be someone that just rolls over and takes a loss, and we're going to be in for a great match tonight. That's Kenny Doyle, everyone. Thank you again for talking with me, and I hope you shoot well, my friend.
This is Kenny Doyle, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick the Sheriff from Partners Promoting Darts, joined by the lovely Sean Green from To The Point Streaming, while Will Stewart is having a quick coffee break as his phone is dying. We are back and better than ever as we are looking at Kenny Doyle up 5-2 against Jordan, the Laughing Assassin Meyer. Sean, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, buddy. You want to talk about a fantastic start here to this match. If you're just joining us or have not watched darts up to this point with us tonight, you need to hit that share button, hit that like button, leave a comment. Let us know what you think is going to happen moving forward. Kenny Doyle up 5-2, and I got to be honest with you, Jordan's had some great legs, and Jordan's had some not so perfect legs, but it's really hard to stay with how much Kenny scores every single leg, every single round. I mean, we saw Jordan hit a 9 mark and not phase Kenny, and he just switched it right back with a 9 mark of his own. It's been just like that the whole entire time. Fun to watch.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the big disparity between the last time we saw Jordan Meyer on stream versus now is that he looks a lot more comfortable. Those frustration moments are just like the right on the wire frustrations. It's not like his form that he's mad at. You can tell he's playing really, really well. He's just going against it's David versus Goliath right now.
I mean, pretty much that's how you would describe any one of Kenny's opponents. It's crazy just to think how much Kenny is, or how well Kenny is able to win legs, because some of it's with scoring, some of it's with timing, some of it's with both. And when it's both, oh boy, that's quite the leg. Jordan's won 2 legs, but he had to throw a 6 and a 5-8-8 to win those legs. And he's going to need a lot more 6s and 5-8-8s to win this match tonight. He can do it, but whether or not he's going to be able to is going to be the difference.
Well, I mean, your fun statistic right here is that Jordan Meyer single-handedly doubled Kenny's losses in this match so far. I mean, that's to put in perspective. I mean, Kenny's only lost 2 legs, and this is the first diddle he's lost too. I mean, Jordan's doing everything he can. I don't think he's done yet, but he definitely needs to kind of step it up to another level here.
Well, I mean, you saw it right there, right? Jordan starts off with a 3 mark, and like immediately he's like, oh, great, here we go. And it's because that's how he feels when he hits a 3 mark. Now, Kenny has returned the favor. And now Jordan has to make that count, and he is right this second, which is good to see. And we are showing you right now that it is very difficult to both do commentary and run the controls at the same time.
Actually, they didn't see any of that, so you actually let the secret out of the bag. That was only you that saw my little mistake there. We were fine.
Well, it was horrible, guys. You should have seen it. It was dynamite.
There we go. Getting back into the action here. I mean, Jordan Meyer starting off legs, and really the one thing that we haven't seen Kenny do that Jordan has done is that Jordan's getting some 5s and 3 starts while Kenny's consistently getting those 6s and 7 starts. And it really sets the precedent for the rest of the leg.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. The problem is that even when Kenny gets behind the leg, he just does this repeatedly. He almost went back-to-back 9s right there to get back in this leg. It is insanity what he keeps doing leg after leg. He does not let up. You could be up 3 wedges and points, and Kenny is not going to go away, and he's going to find a way to get right back into this. 3 marks do not work in this match, and we've seen very few of them, but when we've seen them hurt the other player, especially when you're looking at this. I mean, he threw a terrible first dart for him in a single 17, apparently, because he has not missed triple 17s any other shot he shot at those.
And if you look, Jordan's groupings are in his precision. I mean, he's right in the right area. He's not going wide. He's not missing crazy. His grouping's literally millimeters away from perfection. It's just not snapping for him, while Kenny is just, he knows the exact adjustments that he needs to do, and it's just intimidating. I mean, look at this. What is going on right now?
I mean, you said it yourself. It's not perfection from Jordan. And that's the difference because Kenny is throwing perfection. And he has been throwing perfection, and even the ones that aren't perfect are perfect in Kenny's way. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. A 7 mark there would have gotten Jordan back the lead. Kenny, with perfect darts, hits that 7 mark.
And the one thing I will say about this league in particular right now, though, is, I mean, you see a 6-4 versus a 4-6-7, but Jordan's hanging in as much as he can. He is just trying to find an opportunity and capitalize it, which is all you really can do when you're playing your game and trying your best to just maintain your average and shoot above it. I mean, he's truly just trying to set himself up for any chance that he could have.
Absolutely. I mean, you're seeing it here. Guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Love to see you all. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what your scoreline prediction is. If you've bought a Boom Goes Dynamite jersey tonight or not. I mean, I really need to know that. But Ryan George, good to see you, brother, in the chat. Jimmy Lee Morelli's is a former raffle winner here tonight, so he can attest to it actually working and existing. We're not just making up our raffle giveaways, that's for sure.
I like how you had to specify in case there was like any suspicion. You're like, no, we're good. It's actually all fine.
I'm just saying, if you're sitting here and you have not put a comment in the stream or liked our stream tonight, you're just missing out on the chance to win a fantastic jersey. Because tonight's winner will receive a custom Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey designed by Magicwear. You get to personalize this jersey with your name, preferred collar type, and pocket type. The Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey features a custom logo on back and red camo pattern on the sides. Inspired, of course, by darts player and sports commentator Sean Green, whoever that jabroni is, who is often heard saying the catchphrase during the CSC streams. Yeah, I called myself a jabroni. Deal with
but
it.
You're also a sports commentator and you play darts. I would count that as a player.
I mean, I guess. Some people would call it playing darts, I guess. Not these guys, that's for sure. As we see another 7 mark.
When you cash in a blind draw, you're a semi-pro because you got paid to do it. That's what I was always told myself. And look at me. I'm now commentating darts. I really must have made it.
There's a reason I'm sitting in this chair right here instead of out there. That is for sure.
For sure.
We need to get some recorded Boom Goes the Dynamite for our viewers in the chat.
There you go.
Love to hear that. I love how everyone's slowly. At first, it was everyone shutting down Boom and Goes to Dynamite. Now it's really a staple. Like now, everyone just knows that's what happens when you're here, as we're broadcasting to a lot of people. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in, and we appreciate every single one of you watching along. Make sure you let us know who you're cheering for, and everything else. I see we have a lot of people. Brittany Short saying "Let's go Jordan," and then we have Ryan George saying that he does not like the Boom Goes to Dynamite, but he's just a hater.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. So, anything that I do, how you have friends like that who needs enemies, he's that person.
If we look at making enemies right now, Jordan Meyer averaging a 4.83, taking it down to the Bulls on Kenny Doyle, throwing a 6.0. I mean,
There
he
goes.
did everything he could. Like, everything he could.
Can you imagine throwing a 4.83 in a leg and not having a shot in that leg?
No, not in the slightest.
That's what just happened to Jordan Meyer. He shot a almost 5.0, and at no point did he touch the lead in that leg, pretty much.
And that's what Kenny will do. He'll put himself in the driver's seat, and you just won't have control unless you're just out shooting him. And the problem is there's not much room in the NPR after he gets 6.0. Like, where do you go? Perfection.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I guess you could shoot a 7.33. I don't know.
Seen it once or twice before.
Brian says, I'm going to give the shirt I win to Chris.
I love that. Heather says, OMG, these men are absolutely awesome. Sean, I appreciate that. I assume you're talking about us and not the wonderful players on screen.
Well, Boom Goes the Dynamite for that. That's for sure. Eric Ramsey, a good old indie player, says Kenny ain't playing either. He's consistently putting his foot on Jordan's throat with that third dart. He's keeping his point total out of range there, and you're absolutely right. It's crazy. Jordan is throwing a 7 right now just to stay in the lead here.
We're definitely seeing some impressive stuff here. Back on it again. I just got a little juice, a little go-go juice here on the old cellular device.
Love it. It's good to have you back. I enjoyed that little chat, though, with Mr. Nick Teixeira. He is always fantastic when he gets in there. As we get another Boom Goes the Dynamite just for you coming back in there. Or Kenny's 9 mark. One of the two.
I got to tell you, I don't mind the old 3-man crew here, the little rotation. I think it splashes in a little different input. I enjoy it. I think Nick does a pretty dang good job for being a young buck.
Look at this. All right, Jordan took our advice. He's now throwing a 6.75, but Kenny is, of course, throwing a 7.33. Like I jokingly said, was the next step up from the 6.0. It is insanity what is going on right now.
It's just a relentless, just nonstop mentality here from Kenny Doyle.
I mean, Kenny's going to stay on the 15s the whole time. He's probably going to hit 9 of them and put a lot of work on Jordan's plate. Oh my gosh, he missed one. 2.
What?
What just happened there? A nonchalant 3 mark from Kenny Doyle? Unheard of. Can I point out that we still have not seen Kenny Doyle hit a 2 mark or a 1 mark or a missed round?
That is why you only drop 2 legs overall coming into this match. That would be how you do that one.
Yeah, we're in leg 9, and he has not thrown 1 2 mark, 1 1 mark, or 1 no marks. He just hit 4 bowls there.
Look at this.
And he's looking for all 6.
Come on, Kenny.
Oh, that dart would have been so awesome with how far over he just moved. All right, Jordan, with all the pressure in the world on him, takes it down. It does a little wipe of the eye there. A 6.16 beats a 6.0. And goodness gracious.
Have we, because I missed a couple legs, have we seen a 6 or higher from Kenny on a winning leg?
I don't just did.
Okay, I was about to say, because other than that, we've had 2 from Jordan Meyer, almost 3 because he had a 5.88 as well, and then he had a 6.0 in the first leg. So
yeah, and you know what? Now's the time to say it, bud. We do have a player advantage rule in effect for this leg. Jordan will continue to go first until he gets it within 2. Little bit of an advantage to get back in this thing, but to be quite honest, Kenny's been dealing with that all CSC Challenger Series, and it has not affected the outcome. But right now, he is facing a tough Jordan Meyer, who just went, "Oh my God," real loud into the ceiling.
I told you earlier, he's pretty vocal when he plays, and he gets into it. I've had the pleasure of playing Jordan a couple times, and really quite the handful he is. And he's given Kenny a lot of quality stuff here, but it just shows you that Kenny is just really a dominant force to be reckoned with in this Division 1. That's why he's a defending champ.
I mean, if Jordan's playing anyone else tonight, it's a closer scoreline, or he might be winning. Like that's how crazy what Kenny is doing actually is. Darts is not this easy, guys. I need you to understand. Do not show up to a bar if this is your first time watching darts or seeing darts and just think that you are going to be able to do exactly what Kenny Doyle is doing. I've never done this before in my life. And I've been playing darts for 10 years. It just doesn't happen.
Womp, bum, bum, bum. Insert Nick with the sound effects. Hello.
He's cool, but he's not that cool yet, There goes the 20s. Let's see what Kenny does. Going to look back down on 17s, and boom goes the dynamite.
My Lord, he's just nonstop. He's just wow.
For the record, I do have sound effects. It's just an explosion when there's a boom goes the dynamite. All right, I'm trying my best here.
Oh boy.
You could have everything perfect and we'd still beg for more from you, Nick. You do an excellent job, sir.
I'm just shocked that Santa's this good at darts.
That's all Mr. Sean Green, Kenny. All Mr. Sean Green.
I had to throw it in there one time, right? Actually, technically that's twice, but who's counting? Oh, Jordan only a 2 mark there, so advantage
that's one to
fully
blow
to
off.
Kenny.
That's one to blow off. You don't want to continue to think about that one, but it's going to be hard not to when your opponent's going to come up here and do to work here. There's the big triple.
Oh, and he misses the trip 17, going for that kill shot there. So Jordan a 9 mark away from taking back control. That being said, it might be too soon, and Kenny's going to go 9 mark right back. But look at this. Oh, he tried to go for all 3. I like that move more than going back to the 16s. What do you think, bud?
That's a gutsy move from Jordan Meyer. Trying to close out that 17 with the second dart behind in points. I almost think you stay there on the 16s myself, because look at what Kenny does. A 9 mark.
Oh, it's a dynamite. Kenny Doyle is on fire tonight.
And see, that's what I think maybe Jordan shouldn't have closed. I mean, it's tough. It's a nice close, but at the same time, it's just like it's difficult. Look at Jordan here going every sorts of which way on the Aki to figure this one out.
Double. That is such a good dart. That is such an awesome dart. If he's not playing Kenny, he might win this leg. However, I don't think I've seen Kenny. Uh-oh. He just tried to tease me. You tease. He gets it on the last dart there. Wow.
5.38. That was just like stuff you see at exhibitions right there. Just fun darts.
Can we talk about this for a second? There's a reason why Jordan did what he did on the 17s, 16s, 15s. Do you remember back a few legs ago, he threw 2 at the trip 16, hit him, and then closed the trip 17 in the last dart, leaving the 15s open for Kenny to go trip 15, and then close the 16s, and basically shut the door on him right there in that leg. So I think he was just trying to get rid of the 15s too, just to alleviate that possibility for Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work. But
yeah,
the idea, I think, was there for that reason.
And there's your little input from Mr. Sean Green about that one. And like we've always said, to each their own. strategy is an ever-changing thing. It's an ever developing thing. You can argue about it until your face falls off. Really, you could, but to each their own. Let's see what Kenny does here. To the 17s right away. He's been nailing them.
Yeah, you can tell that's a number that he loves to hit. All right, let's see what Jordan can do. There's the point lead. Gets rid of the 17s and goes right back. Boom goes the dynamite, Jordan Meyer. But as we have seen in this match, it's a long way from over here in this leg. Kenny Doyle, he's notorious for just firing back a 9-mark right back.
Have I ever told you guys the hardest part about playing League with Kenny Doyle?
No.
The hardest part about playing League with Kenny Doyle is if I 1 or 2 mark something, it messes up his average. Every single time. And when he hits those white horses in those big rounds, he's like, well, I could have had a 9 mark. That's the level of player that it is when you're playing with someone like him.
I absolutely love that. Yeah, Larry Keith stepping in here and saying when you're playing someone on fire like Kenny, you sometimes have to make the game as short as possible. Kenny will win the marathon match. He's just too consistent. And I completely agree with that. I don't know if that's what Jordan was doing there in that situation, but it would make sense for that to be the case.
Some great input.
Right, is he going to stay on the 19s? He does. I don't know if I like that move with how hanging that first start was, and he didn't like it at all. I'm surprised he didn't shoot at the 18s or even open up a new wedge on the 16s there.
Yeah, some great input there from Larry Keith. Love seeing that. Or from Division II competitor chiming in, giving a little input. Brandon Hartway asking how heavy are Kenny's darts. I think they're 16.5 grams, if I believe, from Super Darts.
I don't know if you just noticed that, but Kenny just almost took a little bow when he hit that 8 mark there to regain control of the leg. It's got to be so tough to play against someone like Kenny Doyle, who just is going to stay in that 5'4", 5'3" range pretty much the entire leg. It's tough to compete with that, man.
Yeah, and that's the difficult thing is, we've seen some really good legs from Jordan, as I mentioned before, some 6+s and, almost 6s. But the really thing is just you've seen consistency out of Kenny, where Jordan, you've seen some, low 4s mixed in there and just times where it hasn't been so consistent.
Look at that from Kenny. He goes, boom, goes the dynamite. I think he did that just for me to say that. I'm not saying that out loud. Never mind. He did that to get the point lead and to take control of the leg and make sure that he's got control of this one. But, insanity. It is insanity to watch him play right now.
Throwing a 5.57. Just need the 3 singles here.
Well, he flights out of the second one, so he'll probably hit a double bull on the last one. Nope, only a single bull.
That'll mess up an average there. Those pesky little single bullseyes.
Kelly is saying this best. Jordan is still giving him the best run he's had yet. And absolutely correct. As we see 5 bulls there from Mr. Jordan Meyer. Still doesn't get the lead on Kenny. And that's why he hit that trip 18 twice. And there it goes. A 5.04 for Kenny Doyle. And we blink and it's 8-3, man. In a very close battle that Jordan, Kenny's just beating him. Jordan's doing nothing to cause these losses. Kenny is just beating him. And let's not end this yet, because if Jordan gets to go first until it's 8-6. And look at that drop in there from Matt Jones. Rick Hensey beats Johnny Lackey 9-3.
Wow. And, I kind of, no offense to Johnny, but I kind of figured that was coming as I saw Rick this past weekend. And, man, he was just throwing some impressive stuff. And I really look forward to him doing some damage on that loser side, making his way possibly back over. We'll see.
Yeah, he takes on John Edwards in the next round now.
Well, so far, Kenny Doyle, round 1 over Mark Rowe. And then I believe it was Jeff Burney. And then Mike Carter in round 3. Gerald Rutledge for Jordan Meyer. That's where he said he had a little interesting matchup. Sean Cafflish. And then Brett Hollanday in round 3. That's how they've gotten here to this point. So, like we said, only getting the 2 legs beforehand. Yeah, Jordan Meyer's definitely giving him his best go yet, but it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. The path Kenny Doyle's taken already.
Well, it's difficult to playing against someone when your winning legs are a 6.0, a 5.88, and a 6.16. And those are the only 3 legs that you've been able to take off of Kenny Doyle. And that's going first. You went first in all 3 of those legs and had to shoot that to beat Kenny. That tells you everything that you need to know, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is. As we see a nice, yet another big trip 17 from Kenny Doyle.
Then he takes out the 18. He's going to look at the 20 now, too. He went for the double tops. Goes right on the wire there.
How about that? A double look from Kenny Doyle. Did you see that one coming?
No, I'm surprised by that from him because he has been just destroying triples this entire time. I'm surprised he tried to go double there. Although it is a bigger segment. You've been shooting triples the whole time. Do you agree with that?
I certainly like to play because you know how I am with doubles. I'm like, heck yeah, why not go at them if you practice them a lot? I certainly am. As a steel tip guy, I practice my doubles. You hope more than you do the triples, but we know how that one is. Every once in a while, we just let them check it at those trip 20s.
Well, Jordan has a little bit of control here in this leg, but I say but, and it's because Kenny's he's going to do stuff like this.
And that's what I say, a little bit seems like so far away.
He threw the last dart a little bit too quickly. Did you see that? Both guys have done that tonight where you need a fat single, and they throw it a little bit too quick. And look at this from Jordan. Makes him pay with a 5 mark.
Yeah, we see some back and stuff, dicey stuff.
Kenny cannot take the point lead unless he goes trip, trip, trip on the 15s, and now he cannot do that. So Jordan in the driver's seat here. And only throwing a 5.0 to do so. I can't believe I just said only shooting a 5.0 to do so.
I was about to say, what'd you say there?
Yeah, those words just came out of my mouth, guys.
Just looking for the 1, 2, 3 here. Trying to point a little bit up. Just gets the 3 with the single and the double on the last dart. Jordan Meyer, though.
There it is. Jordan gets it done with 2 double bulls. 5.19 in that leg. So starting to show he doesn't need his best to win a leg.
Jordan says, this ain't over yet, Bubba. Let's go ahead and take this pony for a ride, as they say.
I love it. He will continue to go first until it gets to 8-6. And then he'll have to win a couple legs on the against the throw against Kenny. Not the best spot you want to be in, but hey, at least you're in the spot.
I literally just realized that probably half of these viewers just said, what the heck did Will just say? That's kind of a Kansas thing that I just mentioned. So my apologize to all you Florida viewers that were like, what?
Wow, did we just see a 2 mark from Kenny Doyle?
You said it earlier, and I think the commentator cursed him, at least for this evening.
4 legs later? Come on now.
Yeah, I'm going to call you out on it. Got to.
Fair enough. Well, watch this.
Yeah, right. Here we go. 9 mark incoming.
Well, he decides to hit a 6 mark instead.
Hey, that's a 9 mark. Trip 7, trip 19, trip 19. That is a 9 mark, sir.
Now you're starting to sound like me when I play. And I'm just looking for a little bit of a of hope.
Little encouragement.
Well, a 7 mark follows from Jordan, and Jordan's not gonna. He's gonna scrap his way to the very end here, like he's been doing this entire time. That's one thing that we have seen from Jordan is he does not give up. The problem is that Kenny keeps doing this. And he gets it. Boom goes the dynamite. Kenny Doyle again. Gets control back with a 9 mark.
He wants a spot, a look at Mr. Leonard Gates in the King Seat match. We'll find out. Can he do it here? As we come down to the end of the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts, sponsored by A2ZDarts.com.
Yeah, and you want to talk about how big this match is. And this is strictly monetarily speaking because we know how big this match is for both these guys. But if you win this match, you are guaranteed at least $1,750. And losing this match, you're only guaranteed $600. Only $600, you know? So that's a huge difference, man.
That'll buy a couple hey dudes still, you know?
They can buy their own Boom Goes the Dynamite jerseys with that type of money.
Well, folks, don't forget to check out Magicware, a custom made-to-order darts jersey company. Start your custom order ASAP. If you have a deadline approaching like a tournament, they specialize in helping larger teams, leagues, and businesses. However, there are one-off design options for individuals or small teams in their ready design category. If you have a complex design idea, you can always call them directly to speak with their graphic designer, chin mounts, versus trying to explain it via email. Start your custom order today at magicware.com.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here watching this just performance by Kenny Doyle. As again, he has complete control of this leg with a couple of 8 marks, a 9 mark thrown in there. He's just
putting on a clinic.
Yeah, he really is. And everyone who's in the chat here, Kenny and Leonard Gates will be on that King Seat match. And when we bring you that one, guys, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be absolute lights out firepower.
Well, something to mention here, and I think it's worth mentioning. It looks like Kenny's going to go through. Nothing against Jordan. I love me some Jordan Meyer, so it's a pain to see him go to that loser side. But we can't forget Leonard Gates does have Lakeside coming up, so we'll have to, we'll probably wait for that loser side to kind of go a little bit, but we'll be kind of getting that arranged hopefully as soon as possible.
Yep, you're absolutely right there. That is something to definitely keep in mind. As you see there, that is the South 94 Bistro. Look at it, guys. I mean, Jordan couldn't do anything else than what he did. He got 4 legs off Kenny, which is 2 more than anyone else has gotten. And he increased Kenny's losing percentage by 200%.
I got to tell you, like I said, Jordan is an impressive talent, and versus anybody else, I mean, that would just be a really tight niche matchup. But that just shows you the length that Kenny Doyle. That's why he's our defending champion in this thing. And that Leonard Gates matchup has quite the appetizing affair to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I got to be honest with you, I actually leaned on my volume control on my headset, and I was like, oh no, his mic is just going away slowly. And then I realized that it was me in my fat arm over here chicken winging my mic volume to my headset.
I'm glad you guys have bared with me on my cell phone here, as it's definitely been an interesting one this evening. But hey, Cox, you're coming out tomorrow to fix this old internet line. We definitely appreciate you doing so, because I'm not doing this anymore anytime soon. It definitely makes it difficult to see the darts go in.
Yeah, Look, it was impressive what you were able to do tonight with the phone because it looks pretty much like normal. I don't know what to tell you, but apparently I do not need this expensive camera and this headset. I could just, do it with a phone and a little phone holder, I guess. But before we go away, guys, reminder, get in tonight's giveaway by just leaving a comment where you tuned in from, and put a like button on our Facebook stream right now, because tonight's winner will receive a custom Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey designed by Magicwear. You get to personalize this jersey with your name, preferred collar, and pocket. The Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey features a custom logo on the back and red camo pattern on the sides. It's my jersey, guys. You got to buy my jersey. All right. Just get in here for my jersey. I want everyone wearing it in Vegas. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hey, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those Boom Goes the Dynamite jerseys. I hope you guys are too. Definitely a great jersey idea coming from our very own and Sean Green and Jen Mount. So we appreciate you doing that one. Yeah, get your hands on one now. I think it's 55 at magicweardarts.com. Don't or magicwear.com. Don't quote me on that one, but I'm pretty sure it's $55. So
I'll take 3.
Yeah, there
Set
you
of
go.
fries, everything.
Buying them for me and Sean. There you go, young buck.
I should hopefully have mine next Thursday. We'll see what happens. Because, buddy, we got Wednesday, and then we got next week CSC, and then we're on a jet plane.
Leaving on a jet plane. Oh man,
You won't be in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, that's the truth. Tap my heels together. I tell you what. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun at NDA Team Dart. I think Miss Carly might be joining us too. We're still trying to convince Nick to join us. We'll see if the young man can. Hopefully, we'll convince him to.
I have student loans.
So that's a maybe. That's a maybe. Look, you don't need to pay those off till May at the earliest, and he keeps pushing that stuff back. So you're good.
Uncle Joe. All right, cool.
Who says there'll be student loans in 10 years? Who knows? Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, we definitely appreciate you stopping by and tuning in for this one as we enjoyed this match between Kenny Doyle and Jordan Meyer. Appreciate the Skybox and Kissimmee, Florida.
Kissimmee. Yep.
And the South 94 Bistro in St. Peters, Missouri, or St. Louis, Missouri, for short, whichever one you want to do. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. From Nick to Share, William Stewart, and of course, Mr. Sean Green alongside me. You guys take care. Have a good night. We'll see you Wednesday.
Have a good one, guys. And for Chris, Boom Goes the Dynamite.